no money changing hands. Just two soldiers speaking the truth. Help me. Help me to do this. That's it, I have to leave now. You don't shoot him, millions will die.
Hello there, Seraphim17 once again, introducing you to my Battlefield 3 hard difficulty video walkthrough. This is the second part to the mission Kaffarov, and be very careful with that guy there. He has a shotgun, and he will one-shot kill you pretty much every single time unless you get lucky like I just did then. Guy is an absolute dickhead, I hated him, but he went down pretty quick, and I'll throw a grenade down there because there's a couple of guys suppressing fire on your buddies, but apparently this time they've already been killed, so I don't get so lucky. And what's going to happen is when you move down these stairs, if you completely turn around, there will be two guys propped up against the door. They're not always in this position, they're not always here. For me they were, and they killed me a couple of times because I didn't realise that they were there. So once you do that, you will clean up the area for your team will push forward, and then you get to come round here, and this is a lovely flank route to kill these guys. Kill that first one, kill his buddy coming down the stairs, and then there's two light machine gunners near these settings. If you come this way, you will have no issue whatsoever with them, and you'll avoid all the potentially difficult problems that you can get from that section. So this bit here, there's an RPG guy and there's a bunch of guys with guns. Your team's going to push up past you, and they're going to cause some chaos, and you can just pick people off from a distance and then move forward. And, I'm just going to warn you, this is when it starts to get pretty challenging, and for a game that's been pretty easy so far, this bit can kind of screw you over a lot. Do not go in front of this door, whatever you do. It's going to get shot by a shotgun guy. It will one-shot kill you every time. There it is. And they're going to kick the door open, and then it's your turn to shoot the dudes inside. So I back up as far as I can, and then I just keep edging my way around the room to see if I can pick off any stragglers. And I would advise you not to go into this room until you've cleared it, because it just looks like a really dangerous room, and your buddies steal the immediate cover, so there's nothing worse than not being able to get in good cover. But you generally see hands and things moving. They'll move around the room. As soon as he runs across, generally means that he's on his way out. That guy's always sitting in that vicinity, and as soon as you move in, if you don't get shot at, you know it's clear. Then it leads you up onto this balcony, and this balcony is difficult. Watch this. I go to shoot the guy who's on the bottom floor. That door always opens. He does that every time. Watch out for this guy, because he nearly kills me with the shotgun. Look at that. My goodness. That was from what, maybe 10 yards? And he was shooting me through cover. That's how powerful the shotguns are. So you want to just be careful, pick dudes off, wait for your life to regenerate, and then go back into the fray. Now this section is not very cool, because there's a guy on the bottom floor with an RPG. And if you go through the other door that's to my right, he can hit you with it. So stick to this door, pick off as many people as you can, and just use this balcony for cover. Where that pillar is, where I threw my grenade just then, is where the RPG guy is, and he's the one you need to make sure does not shoot you. Everybody else is okay as long as they don't come upstairs, so keep watching the stairs as well, because you can get flanked if you're not careful. But just keep edging your way through this doorway, shooting people, using the balcony as cover, throw your grenades, all that good stuff. And I do believe you'll see me shoot the guy with the RPG, because I saw his arm then. There's a guy shooting me there. I clean him up. I just saw his arm again to my left. There he is, just behind that pillar. Just moved out there with his RPG, hit him, double tapped him, now he's dead. Now I know I'm pretty much safe, but do not rush down into this room. There could still be shotgun guys, and they will kill you real quick. So you'll notice I'm being a little bit tentative. I come over to this piece of cover, and as soon as I edge my way around, I do believe I get shot, because there's a couple of guys still down there. So there's that guy who I just cleaned up. My team have just started talking, which means it's clear. Now you can push forward, you can get your checkpoints, and you can move into another challenging section of the game. So this is a pretty bad checkpoint coming up. There's a bunch of guns on this table. The one I pick up is that one. I couldn't read what it was, but it's an assault rifle that I love. This is probably my favourite assault rifle on the game. Put it on single shot, it's got 46 bullets in its clip, and it's just damaging. So this corridor here, do not go too far down it, because there's going to be a ton of guys that will spawn, and as you can see, they've all got lights, and the light guys seem to be really hard to hit, because I don't know if the bullets are hitting the guns or what, but you seem to shoot them a lot and they don't die. And the reason this is challenging is, if you push into the room, there is a little cover. There's just a bunch of Matrix-esque pillars in the lobby, and nothing much else, and the pillars themselves will deteriorate under gunfire, so you want to keep your distance. And I pushed forward on this encounter because I was getting a bit impatient, because there's a section after this that is much more challenging, than this area right now. And if you die in the next area, you come back before you've even done this firefight. So if you have trouble moving through the firing range with the shotgun guys, you're going to see this bit of the game a lot, because you have to do this every time you try and get to it. And it's bad checkpointing on DICE's perspective, but it also does make it challenging, which is interesting. I wouldn't say cool, it's what they wanted to do. But never push forward in this room until you've cleared it out, because the guys will kill you too fast, it's too dark, you can't see fuck all, they've all got torches, they've all got powerful guns, and the team don't seem to be doing too much. But luckily enough, this gun's fantastic, I'm a big fan of it, and I think it's just this guy now, just this one guy here. So I'm going to pepper him with some more shots, there we go. Your team will move up when it's clear. Now that they're moving up, this tells me that it's time to go. If you follow them to the door, he'll tell you to go to a different door, which is down in the firing alley, and this is when shit gets hard. It gets real fucking hard. And the reason it does is you're going to be moving room to room in a kill house, which is a wooden simulated room that the SAS and other military forces use to practice, you know, inserting into urban environments. And every room you enter is going to have a guy that shoots you, and they're all going to have shotguns. So this first room is behind the cover. He's just there, and you can shoot through the cover. You don't have to wait for him like I do, because you're going to notice something else. Every time these guys aim at you, they blind you with a laser. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the laser sight going in your eye. It's gay, it sucks, it's not great whatsoever, and it makes it more challenging than it is. There's always a guy behind that piece of cover, so you'll notice I've probably just killed him through the cover. I'm being really tentative, and this next guy is the one that kills me a lot. So I throw a grenade in there just to keep him away from me, and I back up to this doorway. I aim through there. Did you see the laser just then? That's the guy that blinds you. I think he's still alive, so I'm not going to edge forward too quickly, because one shot from his gun will kill you. Every time. It's so cheap, it's so cheap. But just edge forward, listen as best you can in the fucking tumultuous gunfire that the stupid Russians on your team are having upstairs, and know that there's a bunch of people on the balcony. So there's the first guy. You see the laser sight on the wall? That could be a light actually. Yeah, that's the laser sight. And that's what happens when they blind you. It's annoying, and it means that they're aiming at you, so they're probably going to shoot you pretty soon, and you want to avoid that obviously. But be careful pushing into this area, because there's a bunch of guys on the balcony, and that's there just to shit you up. You'll notice I'm being super tentative. That guy got his laser sight on me. He's on the balcony somewhere. I don't want to push it because I don't know if he has a gun or a shotgun, but either way it's a bad situation. There's another guy up there. I clean him up, and I do believe there's only one guy left, which is him behind that box. So clean him up, and then you can start moving towards your left to get out of the kill house. A word of warning though, people, do not rush towards the waypoint too quickly, because there's two guys that your team are having a firefight with. If you take too long on this section, they'll probably already be dead, but if you're quick, they'll be alive and they will pose a problem. So you need to be ready for them. And there's one last guy that comes through there. There's probably one last guy in this next area. Let's have a look. Just assume there's guys and act accordingly. It's the best thing to do. But I don't think there's any more now, no. You should be clear once you've cleared that room. And you just have to push up to those stairs, up towards the waypoint, and kill the last two guys, and you will get a checkpoint. And it's a well-earned checkpoint, because this is one of the roughest sections of the game. And it's only small, and it is pretty simple when it works your way, but that room can be hell. I've died quite a few times there, so I do know. But there's the last two guys. There's me taking a sip of water so that my throat doesn't get raw-dogged. And that is an RPK that you want to pick up, because it is a fantastic weapon. And this is the final section to Kaffarov. So there's that guy on the stairs immediately as you get your checkpoint. He lit me up a lot because I wasn't expecting. And this next corner, do not push around it until your team has, because you can't see anything but fire and you will get shot by somebody who's running away. So I wait for my team to push forward and then I move forward. And what will happen here is there's a turn to your right, there's some stairs, and then there's two guys that will always appear at the top of these stairs. If you don't kill them quick enough, they will have no trouble killing you, and then all you need to do now is run directly out of the door and directly to the chopper. If you do not, you will fail the mission. And it's a little bit misleading, this section, because your entire team is shooting at the chopper. So at first I shot at the chopper thinking you had to bring it down. You don't. You have to do this. This is all heavily scripted, and it's all part of the storyline. And something kind of funny too, I skipped the cutscene for this section where the Russian guy's beating this guy up in the swimming pool that you're going to see in a minute. And for whatever reason, it kind of broke the game for a few seconds, because when I reloaded into the next area, I was stood in the swimming pool getting shot by that guy. It made no sense whatsoever, and I don't know if I've kept it in this guide, but it happened when I was recording. And I'll probably upload it if I don't, just to be like a little quick funny video, because it made me laugh anyway. But anybody that's been wondering where my intro's from, it's from this section of the game right now, the flashpoint, the little sound file, because we're going to run into the swimming pool, and there's going to be some pretty interesting plot developments now. This is what it's been building up towards, and this is the moment, this is the cutscene, this is where the awesome music starts and the awesome speech starts. And all you have to do now to avoid from failing and dying is when that guy turns up in the doorway, you have to shoot him. You don't look down the iron sights, you just hold the trigger or tap the trigger, and it will end the level. So I'll save you to this little section, and as always people, thanks for watching, I'll see you in the final video, and you take care now.
This cannot happen. We can avert war between our nations. Just two of us. No politicians. No money changing hands. Just two soldiers speaking the truth. Help me. Help me to do this. That's it. I have to leave now. You don't shoot him. Millions will die. Remember, do whatever you have to do to stop Solan's